Now to our GMA cover story. Amanda Gorman made history this year as the youngest inaugural poet ever. Her words resonating with people all around the world. Well, now that poem, The Hill We Climb, is coming out as a special edition book. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to have Amanda Gorman back with us live this morning on GMA. I try to color coordinate with you with the outfits, but more importantly, it is wonderful to see you again and to now have this poem in this beautiful little book. When you received your advance copy, what was that feeling like for you, Amanda?
Oh, wow. Well, it's great to be back here again, and especially great with this, as you mentioned. Mine is so oily. It's just gone through so much because I keep running my hands over it to remind myself that it's real. It's almost like a teddy bear to me now. It's been such a huge dream of mine to be published and to have this type of work to be available to people. It's just really amazing.
And that's what's so important to you. You want to make it accessible. You wanted to get it out, especially to young people. I remember the morning after you mesmerized us all. You were here on GMA, and life has been going lickety-split for you. You, of course, at the Super Bowl, but people need to know you had that gig already set up even before the inauguration, right?
Right. It was this big secret I was keeping along with the inauguration, where I was like writing a Super Bowl poem and an inauguration poem at the same time. And I was like, what is my life? What is this? But it was a huge moment, you know, to bring poetry to the Super Bowl for the first time in history. I think it's a really important moment in art. I think it's a really important moment in our country because it was using that type of poem to honor everyday heroes who inspire me personally. And I just want to continue to write work that speaks to that type of human heroism.
At only 23, ladies and gentlemen, she just had her birthday just a few weeks ago, so happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And you have had quite a year. What is the biggest thing that you've learned about yourself over this past year, Amanda?
That's a really difficult question. I would say one of the biggest things I've changed for me is the size of the stages that I am, you know, fortunate enough to perform on. And with that type of experience, what I've learned is actually the size of the stage doesn't necessarily matter. It's about the people that you reach. So for example, to me, it's just as important to speak at an inauguration as it is still for me to see these moments where young students are in their classrooms reading the poem, or you have parents reciting it to their families. So I think I've learned most for me that even as my microphone grows, I'm still so tied to the smaller spaces that my poetry gets shared in, and I'm learning that's something that will never change for me.
That is such a wonderful lesson to learn and to share. And speaking of the little ones, did you see social media? How many little ones were dressing like you?
I love him.
That had to mean so much to you, Amanda.
It does. I mean, one, they're just adorable and so cute. And so it brings so much joy to my feed, but also thinking about the fact that hopefully I can be the entry point and not the exit to poetry in these young students' lives. So using me as a beginning into kind of their exploration of literature, but in no way the end. And so I'm so excited to see what these adorable youngsters continue to create and how they continue to grow and even one day surpass me.
You're 23 and you're calling them a youngster. You're a youngster to us, but you're going to call them that. But who knows?
I'm secretly like an 89-year-old woman inside.
It's what, you know what? Who knows? Who knows what is going to be next for you? You have said, you know, on down the road, maybe a run for President of the United States. You were recently at an event. Nancy Pelosi, would you share what she shared with you, what she said to you?
Oh, absolutely. She is such a rock star. And she said to me, you know, Amanda, this is what I tell all female leaders who ask for my advice. I say, start with a feather, even if you end up using a hammer.
Woo!
And I loved that. This is a woman who understands the full gamut of her power and how to begin at A and end at B. And that was a great lesson.
And you taught us a lesson, for there is always light. If only we are brave enough to see it, if only we are brave enough to be it. You are a light this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amanda.
Thanks, Auntie.
Always good to talk to you. And The Hill We Climb is going to be available everywhere tomorrow. Do pick it up. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.